The Australian Open is back, and the 2025 edition promises to be one of the most exciting in history. From defending champions to fierce rivalries, rising stars, and groundbreaking updates, this is your ultimate preview. In today's video, we'll uncover everything you need to know about the 2025 Australian Open. Can Jannik Sinner defend his title against Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic? Which rivalries will deliver jaw-dropping moments at Rod Laver Arena? And which rising stars could shock the tennis world? Plus, we'll explore key tournament updates, major historical milestones, and bold predictions for this year's Happy Slam. Stick around, this is the only preview you'll need. But that's just the start. We'll also dive into the tournament's rich history, highlight the stars to watch in both the men's and women's draws, and break down what's at stake for tennis legends and rising talents alike. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just tuning in for the drama, this video has you covered. The Australian Open has led the way in turning their tournament into a 3-week event, with the days before the first round draws in the men's and women's tournament kickoff packed with action for the Melbourne crowds to enjoy. Let's go over the dates and schedules. The 2025 Australian Open begins on a Sunday, January 12th, and ends on Sunday, the 26th, with qualifiers running from January 6th through the 11th. The women's singles final will take place on Saturday, January 25th, while the men's singles final will happen on January 26th. The expanded format features 58 match sessions, up from 52 in previous years, with 27 sessions at Rod Laver Arena. Now let's talk about the reigning champions and their chances of holding on to their crowns. Jannik Sinner enjoyed a breakout 2024 season, winning 2 Grand Slams, 3 Masters 1000 titles, and the year-end championship. His semi-final win over Djokovic last year was seen as a changing of the guard. Sinner faces mounting pressure with rumors of a doping suspension looming post-tournament. Known for his explosive baseline game, Sinner thrives on Melbourne's fast courts. Aryna Sabalenka dominated the hard court season, winning the 2024 US Open and her second consecutive Australian Open title. With improved serve consistency and her double fault rate dropping to a career low 4.3% in 2024, Aryna will be looking for her 3rd straight Australian Open title. Both champions have momentum, but the competition is fiercer than ever this year. What's a Grand Slam without rivalries? Here's a rundown we're hoping to see in Melbourne. Sinner vs. Alcaraz. Alcaraz leads their head-to-head 6-4 and won all 3 encounters in 2024, including a marathon Beijing final that lasted over 3 hours. Their rivalry is defined by blistering rallies, incredible athleticism, and a growing sense that they are the future of men's tennis. How about Sinner vs. Djokovic? Tied 4-4, but Sinner has won the last 3 encounters, including a stunning upset in the 2024 Australian Open semifinals, breaking Djokovic's perfect record in Melbourne semifinals and finals. Despite Sinner's momentum, Djokovic's 10 Australian Open titles and his unmatched experience make him a constant threat. This clash between 2 of the sport's best returners promises high intensity and tactical battles. How about Djokovic vs. Alcaraz? Djokovic leads 4-3 in this thrilling cross-generational rivalry. From Alcaraz's breakthrough in Madrid to 2 Wimbledon finals and Djokovic's Olympic triumph, every match has been unforgettable. Alcaraz's athleticism and baseline prowess rival Djokovic's strengths, making their encounters feel like battles of equals despite their 16-year age gap. How about Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek? Swiatek leads 8-4, but they're tied 3-3 on hard courts. Their Madrid final in 2024 was a match of the year contender. And you've got Zverev against Medvedev. Medvedev leads 12-7, but Zverev's improved consistency makes this an unpredictable rivalry. There's no love lost between these two bitter rivals. Coco, Gauff, and Sabalenka. Gauff claimed the 2023 US Open title, while Sabalenka triumphed in Melbourne in 2024. Their styles make every matchup a must-watch. These rivalries are more than matches, they're defining moments for the sport. And how about these possible drama rivalries? Don't forget about bitterness between Danielle Collins and Iga Swiatek, or Emma Navarro and Qinwen Zheng. It'd be fun to see these rivalries play out at the Australian Open in 2025. Every Grand Slam has its surprises. Who could rise to the occasion in Melbourne? Coco Gauff? With her improved forehand, she recently won the WTA Finals, solidifying her as a top contender. Taylor Fritz enters the Australian Open with the best Grand Slam seeding yet, avoiding Jannik Sinner until the semifinals and Carlos Alcaraz until the final. Fresh off his US Open runner-up finish, it's a prime opportunity for Fritz to make a statement. Elena Rybakina. Known for her massive serve, she's now working with Goran Ivanisevic, Novak's old coach. How about Nick Kyrgios? Returning from injuries, Kyrgios is always a wild card and will have the home crowd behind him. So will Alex de Minaur. Australia's top player, he'll look to capitalize on his speed and energy to make a deep run. What about Mira Andreeva and Linda Noskova? Young talents poised for breakthroughs, with Andreeva reaching her 2024 Roland Garros semis and Noskova excelling on fast courts. These rising stars could be the ones to steal the spotlight in 2025. The Australian Open isn't just about tennis. It's about creating an unforgettable fan experience. The AO Fan of the Week features charity matches with stars like Djokovic, Sabalenka, Zverev, and Gauff. Red Bull Bassline offers a unique tiebreak format with top players. A Night with Novak blends tennis and entertainment, showcasing the sport's lighter side. What about expanded accessibility? Affordable tickets for Fan Week events ensure more fans can participate. What about innovations? Starting on Sunday, for the second consecutive year, providing an extended 3-week tennis spectacle. There's also the massive attendance, with over 1.1 million fans in 2024. The Australian Open remains the highest attended Grand Slam. These updates make the 2025 Australian Open more engaging and inclusive than ever. From a historical context, it was first played in 1905. The tournament was initially held on grass before transitioning to hard courts in 1988. Early champions include Rodney Heath, the first men's winner in 1905, and Mal Molesworth, the first women's winner in 1922. Renamed the Australian Open in 1969 when it became part of the Open era. How about legacy? Novak Djokovic holds the record for 10 Australian Open titles, while Margaret Court has 11 overall titles. Melbourne Park remains the tournament's iconic venue, with its signature plexi-cushion courts providing fast, exciting matches. The Australian Open isn't just the year's first Grand Slam. It's a celebration of tennis history and innovation.